And we are back again, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, UTR proudly presents Talk Yo Shit. Tonight, we are about to get some healing done. We are about to, probably dig in your mental just a little bit, just to, hopefully you can bring these problems to the table. Hopefully we be able to get you through some stuff. Hopefully we be able to get through some stuff tonight. So tonight's going to be a bit serious with a bit. It's gonna be cutting edge with possibly a little funniness to it too, just so we can lighten the crowd just a tad bit. With that being said, I'm gonna hand the baton off to the professor. Let's get it.
All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to let people know that we're live, so I had to go ahead and send it out. But
Yep.
let's get to the questions. First question up top is, what is your definition of or understanding of healing? What is your definition or understanding of healing?
Of healing. My definition of healing is being able to speak on whatever problem that is problematic in your life, and you're able to speak about it freely without bringing up that cutting edge piece where um it made you not feel so good about whatever situation it is, and that you're able to speak about it freely. You're able to move past it without going back to that dark place that you were in, to where like I say, all of us have problems. We all have been in problematic situations where don't know what it's been, but getting past it, and being able to talk about it and being able to learn from it. So that is my definition of healing at this particular point, moment in time.
Anybody else?
I will bounce off of what Gerald said, but also I will add that it's never ending as well. It's something that you will continuously do throughout your life living. No, I don't really believe that everyone is always completely healed. At the end of the day, everyone isn't perfect. So you're always going to have those moments where either your previous traumas are things that have happened in the past may trigger you a bit, but healing is being able to navigate through that a lot easier. It's the same thing with grief. Like, you never really get over when someone passes away. You only get better at learning how to cope with it throughout the day. So it's just basically you learning you. That's what whole healing is.
Talk your shit. Okay.
I say for me, the perspective of healing is learning to move past it so that way it doesn't rule your life with an iron fist. Because if you let pain and trauma control your life, you'll never be able to grow and learn how to be happy with everything that's going on in your life. So with healing, it's all about acceptance of pain and learning how to move past it so that way you can learn the true definition of being happy.
Okay. Okay.
I would say my definition of healing would possibly be like you can't say you can't fully say you over something if you're not healed from something. Um, if you get a cut, if you break a bone, you can't say that you healed if your cut has not been no longer an insertion, or a bone has not been fully healed or back to its normal. So making strong again, or renewing oneself, or um, moving from your old state of mind or physical state to where you are now to which may be a better place or a place that's no longer causing you to feel a certain type of way anymore.
Talk
Okay.
your shit.
Yes. Yes.
I say my definition is understanding it and figuring out a way how to navigate through it because as everyone has so eloquently said, you never truly heal from it, but you find a way to move past it to understand it. So that's my definition of healing. Finding a way to move past something through an understanding, knowing that you may not heal from it just so fast and it might take you a while, but understanding it will definitely help you get through it. That's my definition of healing.
Okay. Right on. Right on. Right on.
All right.
Before we move on to the next question, when we get the comments read, Miss Heather B, if you please.
Yes. Zakia is in the building. She says, "Hey y'all."
What up, Z?
Hey, what the deal?
My cousin Uhuru, he's also in the building. He says, "What up, UTR presents Talk Your Shit.
Hi,
Blessings.
cousin. Hi,
Welcome
cousin.
back." Venisha's also in the building. She says, "Hello, everyone."
What up?
Hi. How you doing? How you doing? How you be? All right. With that being said, let's get to the next question. And the next question is, what is your healing process? What is your healing process? Mm,
That's deep.
it is deep, but not that deep.
I don't know.
My healing
It
process.
can be a little deep.
That's what she said. Anyway, healing process. Honestly, being able to fuck it, cry. I cry if it depends on how the situation. It depends on how the situation affected me at the end of the day. Because I can, I didn't have my heart ripped out my chest sometimes, and I'm just not just talking about from the pain of a woman or anything like that. But yeah, being able to cry, being able to release them emotions, and be able to, accept the fact of the situation that has come to pass at this point. Being able to come to realization that whatever has happened. That is my definition of healing. And then not to mention sometimes I talk to my boys about it. You know what I mean? I may talk to Meech, I may talk to Double A about my issues. Sometimes I talk to my lady about it. And it I'm starting to slowly but surely learn to express my feelings. I ain't mastered it or even furthermore great at it, but I'm learning. And I'm starting to notice that it gets me further than what holding it in does. So that's my healing process. Crying.
For
Good.
me, healing is a couple of steps for me. I have anger, I have all the emotions, I have the crying, I have the staying away from people and just being my own world, that staying in my dark place and, not talking to anyone. I go through different stages. I feel like no one's healing process is ever going to be the same. Although there's some things that are the same or similar, but nobody's healing process is the same. And I know for me, I shut down, and when I shut down, I don't want to be bothered. So I'm at a place where I feel like I can talk to somebody because if not, I feel like I'll take my anger out on them. So that's part of my healing process.
Word to Big Bird.
For me, for me, I have many ways of like many ways for me to purge my emotions. Like, hey, I may talk to somebody, I may holler at somebody just to tell them what I'm going through at this particular moment, or I just channeled it. I just channeled that into writing. Writing really helps me express myself when I can't do it like vocally. Or I may just get on Adobe, just get to creating something graphic, anything to help me take my mind off of what I'm feeling at that particular moment.
Okay. Right on.
Since the question was so vague, I'll give a vague answer and say, my healing consists of peroxide, alcohol, and a Band-Aid. I'll fall down, I pick myself up, and I'll try again. So I think y'all spoke of it from a
You know
heart.
what? I'm gonna put you in the corner. You starting off, girl.
Wow. Hey yo, that would be the first time I've ever seen Aaron. I don't remember because I've been drinking on a lot of these shows, so I don't know. But I've never
He's
seen
never
Aaron
been
just sit in
sitting.
the corner
I've never seen Aaron to
before
the corner,
me.
but you going to the
Never.
corner today.
Before me though.
You
Before
guys
me.
just said the question was, what's your healing process through a breakup or through a heartbreak, or the question was, what's your healing
whatever
process?
your healing process
That's why I
is,
said
whatever
that-
it's through, whether
My
it be a
healing
heart.
process is
Okay, let me.
I'll get some
let me help
alcohol, some peroxide.
No,
let him have it. Let
I'm
him
back in
have
the
it.
game.
They don't
don't
need
put a
to. They
band-aid
don't
on
need
after
to
you do that.
That's
Just
the way he. That's the way
FYI, don't
he
put a
is.
band-aid on it after you do that. You gotta let the air heal it, because if
Nah.
not, it will never heal with a band-aid still on there.
No, the truth. You know what? I forget who said this, but I heard it a while ago, and someone said that a lot of times you always want to check the Band-Aid, like rip the Band-Aid up to see if we healed or not. But every time we rip the Band-Aid up, all we do is open the wound back up again. So that we got to leave the Band-Aid on and let the
But
Band-Aid sit.
you're supposed to you put the band-aid on the first day to help stop the bleeding. And then once you clean it with the soap and water, you let it be, because you gotta let it. If you keep that Band-Aid on there, then guess what? It's just moisture.
I mean,
It
at the end of
won't
the day,
fully heal.
at the end of the day, after you get in the shower,
What about what?
You gotta pat dry it.
Well, what about when it itch though?
You gotta pat it.
I
Fuck
throw
that.
my Band-Aid on like it's on. Let's go to work.
Fuck that. Neon sporn like a motherfucker.
Oh God. I don't care what anybody say.
Yes.
Still is the
What
best.
you talking about? I get the Band-Aid shit. That was when I was a child. I get that part. But neon sporn, I ain't wore a Band-Aid in about 15 years, so I don't know.
I saw you with a Band-Aid recently, Gerald.
You never seen me with a Band-Aid. Girl, please. When you see me with a
You call me a girl? He say girl, please?
Another conversation the other day. But we ain't about to go there. We gonna go to heaven.
You know what? No, we needed that laughter though, y'all, because it was just a little, we needed that laughter.
Yeah, that's why I said
It got a little deep.
We gotta make it funny too. So I'm not about to sit here and be
That's what
depressed
he said,
for 2
Meech.
hours. I'm not about to sit here
I said
and be
myself,
depressed for 2 hours. Fuck that shit. Let's
Come
go
on,
ahead.
Heather B.
Put a fucking smile on your face.
Healing for me is mostly acknowledgement.
Taking a boo-boo too?
What is it?
You taking a boo-boo?
Shut the fuck up.
Go to the bathroom. I'm just
No,
asking.
but seriously, for me, definitely is acknowledgement, because, I mean, you can say all day long, to yourself what's happened, cry over it, harbor harbor the energy of it. But if there's no acknowledgement as to what happened in the situations, or just forgiveness or anything of that nature, you're not really healing. You're just kind of going in circles. So for me, acknowledging what part I played in the situations, what parts others played, parts that I can't control, and what I can control and change, that is the biggest portion of my healing process. Also crying too, because like Gerald said, it's a purging as well. It's like some people think that you're just crying because you're just sad. Like, I know that everyone on this panel has at least had that one moment of crying to the point where you felt like something was just pouring out of you, like something you needed to release with that cry. So
My tears.
I'm saying that sound like a nut. No, it sound like crying.
Shut the fuck up.
Pouring
It is a
out.
release.
Hey,
I mean, yeah. But that's my thoughts when it comes down to healing. These my healing process.
Gerald, don't ever do that again.
Hey, I mean, it's better than what I actually do when I do it. Anyway, but with that being said,
please go to the comments.
please.
Oh, sorry. Eli, he's in the building. He says, "What's happening?"
Eli?
What's up, Eli? Good, long time no see, my brother. What's the deal?
Jason. Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Hi, Stephanie. My cousin.
Hey, Steph. Long time no see.
Sorry about that. Jason says, "Good evening, all. Good evening, all. Hope is all is getting better daily. Sorry, I probably read that wrong, but
No, you
okay.
read it. This is how it was.
Okay. Wenisha says, my healing process, sitting in it, feeling it, accepting it / crying, releasing it, and working through it.
That sounds like a nut too.
Stephanie, she says, several things support my healing: journaling, music, crying, praying, talking with my sis, shutting down for a period, isolation, especially from what triggers me. Facts. Zakia says, definitely crying, venting, understanding the situation, and learning to get through it. Eli says, healing process, understanding the past, feeling the present, and thank the future. Most importantly, I isolate, pray, immerse myself in mental and nature, and take a really good walk spiritually and mentally, and throw on that go-to playlist of films and music to breathe. Facts. And Stephanie also says therapy has also helped and focusing energy into work and projects.
And also working out. Sometimes that shit helps a lot. Like, I don't know
I'm gonna try
why.
that one day. I ain't worked out yet. Try that.
All right, with that being said, let's get to the next question. Professor, let's
What
get
is one question you ask yourself when you're in the healing process? What is
say
one
that question
question
one
that
more
you
time.
ask yourself? What is one question that you ask yourself when you're in your healing process? Whether it be your love, life, relationship, family, friends. What is one question you ask yourself when you're in that healing process?
What could I have done better, or what could I have done to what would have been like another solution to that problem? So I don't question myself. I do accept accountability for the parts I play, but as I sit back and kind of like go play by play of what happened in that scenario, I always think to myself, what could I have done better to make that situation a little bit different, so it wouldn't have to been so toxic or so crazy, or what if my delivery was a little bit different, um, what if my choice of words were different, what if I didn't express the body language to show that I was physically in a bad place. So I always go through the what could I have done better in that situation, so next time, if there is a next time, it won't go left the way it went left.
Okay, well, mine is who does motherfucker think they fucking with? That's normally the question I ask when
I
people
literally can see you saying that too.
like who you think you fucking with? A lot of people take the light skin and the fact that I can't see, they want to take advantage of me, and I'm like, it's just not good. Yeah, I can see that motherfucking shit. I mean, far away, like, yeah, fuck you
Oh,
too. But I was saying, oh, I told you I can see. But yeah, it's because of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying I don't self accountability, as Double A said. I mean, because I do, but at the same time, it's like nonsense. Because I don't take advantage of nobody. So it's like, why would you want to fuck with me out of all people? People who know me know I have, like, I'm a good dude at the end of the day. So for you to like fuck me
Everybody
over,
perception is different.
yeah, it's like, who you think you fucking with? It's like you want me to go there. So that's a lot of the time a question I would ask myself.
I would say mine is it worth my time, or
Mm.
should I take myself from the situation and then get back to it later after I've had like a clear head and thought about certain situations? Um, do I feel like there's an apology that needs to be had on either end, or is this something that can be smoothed over, or is this something that we got to work through? And what it's going to take for us to get back to a level of we're good? Those are the questions I ask myself.
Mm. Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Thank you.
For me, it would have to be like, how the hell did I get to this point? Like, I start to think to myself, like, was it me? What, or was it the other person? What did I do wrong? Or what what could I what could I have done to rectify the situation. Like I start to ask questions of reevaluation, like to where is it worth repairing, or should I just simply let it go at the end of the day? Like, is it worth my peace to at least make the attempt, or is it worth my peace to just let the situation be the way it is?
Hmm. Okay, talk your shit. Talk your shit.
I think for me, it's always a question of should I follow logic or emotion in this situation? Myself,
Gotcha. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
okay. That's pretty much how I deal with my situations, only because of the fact that a lot of the times I know that one of my downfalls is leading with emotion majority of the time. So not necessarily hearing the facts or just thinking about how I feel versus actually listening and understanding what the person is saying. So dealing with the situation, I do have to waver back and forth. Okay, are you looking at this as logically, or are you looking at this through emotional eyes? Because that is dependent on whether or not if you're going to learn from the situation or it's just going to be another cycle.
That's good.
I like that.
You actually made me want to grow up with that answer. You actually made me want to grow up. Yeah.
A bullshit. A bullshit.
That is for you, bro. You're right though, because I don't want to grow up. I hate grown up. So let's go to the comments though. Let's get it.
Kristen said, "Hey y'all."
What up, Chris?
Hey, what up, Chris?
Stephanie's answer: what I should learn from this. Seven is in the building. What's up? Welcome
What up,
back.
Seven?
What's the deal, girl?
She says, I ask myself, is it worth being mad at or even emotional about? Kristen says, can I do it alone or do I need help?
You always need.
And she also says, should I let karma do its thing or be the karma? Plot and plan or prayer and patience? Ooh, I like that.
No,
that is what it is. And she talk about me.
No, that's fucking scary.
You like that?
Yo, that's scary. I don't care what you're talking about. That's fucking scary at the end of the day. But okay, we will keep going. Okay.
Venetia says, what the fuck? Why the fuck? What is the purpose? And what did I learn from this? I like that too. Kristen, laughing at you, Gerald. I want to make sure I say your name right.
Taria.
Okay, welcome. She says, I feel that, Heather B. Venetia is laughing. Christina says, hey, Ta. And they're saying hi to each other. Eli says, one question. Gemini mindset. Dark side talking to the light side. Give me the combination to the lock so I can show them what the real killing joke is. Reality on the outside. Cool. Bet. Say less. What's next? With a slight chuckle. If that does not explain the Gemini personality to a T.
Yes, it does. It let me know right then and there. Y'all crazy as hell. Hello.
Yep.
Nothing.
No comment on that.
We on Facebook, possibly YouTube, so I can't do that. Never mind. All right. So with that being said, we go on to the next question. What are words you like to live by? What are words you like to live by?
We can answer more than once.
Yeah.
What would Jesus do? You only live once. You got a lot to live for. Your babies need you out here.
That's a fact. A fucking fact, bro.
Should I keep going? Should I give y'all a few?
I mean, if you let it go.
Hey, let them all out. You might answer the question for me. I might some of my shit may be in there. So go ahead.
I'll circle back, but you guys got it. I'll let y'all get a
At
few
one
out.
point, I will say I did live with an eye for an eye. And my mentality of that has changed a lot. When you're the black sheep, that's kind of one of those things that you live by, an eye for an eye. So, I generally look at it like this. I always say most people look at the glass as half empty. I always look at it as half full. And then I also say, what can I pour into that cup to make it even fuller, to add to not just me, but to someone else. And I always say that when you see people, you speak, because you never know what they're going through. And even a simple hello or a smile can brighten a day.
That's what's up. Talk that shit. Well,
I think. Oh, sorry.
No, woman first. Let's go.
Something that I've been living by even more lately is there's a reason for any situation that happens to you, any sort of situation. And the reason why I say that is because whether it's, well, I won't say whether it's it. God tends to put you in situations where you're not understanding at that time because you're going through the storm of why you're there, but it's not revealed to you until after you've weathered it. So whether if it's you think that you were supposed to go in this direction, you don't know. It's what you're destined for. So no matter what you're going through, no matter what happens, every situation has its purpose or its reason.
Go ahead. You on fire tonight, Evan. I see you, girl. You must really be depressed. Okay. We're gonna try to get all that shit out on the table. But anyway, let's go ahead.
She made me think of one right quick.
I called you Heather. Go ahead, Meech. I'm sorry.
Oh my Lord. This one saying of mine that I hold dear to me, and that is silence is the loudest voice you can speak to people that have wronged you. So and I say that because people don't realize they've done you shady until either they get to that certain point of realization or they just don't realize it at all. So whenever you see the people that wronged you, just don't say nothing. Just keep it pushing, because you have better things to focus on than the people that have done you shady.
We gonna change your nickname to the philosopher, because every time you yell this motherfucker, you want to be sit here and like
you be on some Langston Hughes, James Baldwin type shit.
Can I say one that I know I've told you guys before?
Live, laugh, and love.
No. I still do. I do live by that, but a still tongue will carry you a long way. Meaning
I'm sorry?
a still tongue will carry you a long ways, which means that you don't have to respond every time somebody says something. You can just keep calm and be quiet and not say anything. And that's the reason why you have 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen twice as much as you talk. So a still tongue will carry you a long ways. Okay. And I didn't understand that because my mom told me that when I was younger. And as I got older, I really realized what that meant.
I'm gonna just throw in there, no weapons formed against me shall prosper. And people come in your life for a reason, for a season. You pick which one, or they pick which one.
And every dark cloud has a silver lining.
Go ahead, Jay. Get yours.
Well, basically, words that I live by is everyone doesn't deserve your love at the end of the day. They don't deserve you as a person. And not to mention, to even go a little bit further, don't give the love if they're not reciprocating it back. Because a lot of us, we give ourselves to people, because especially the 5 that's on this screen. I know everybody personally, so they give their all to a person. Shut up, not that personal. Well, I mean, we was at Diddy party at one time, but anyway,
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
we give ourselves
You
to
signed that
people.
NDA.
We give ourselves to people. I'm talking. Thank you. We give ourselves to people, and sometimes, the love and encouragement and the wisdom we give out, we don't reciprocate it back when we need it. So I've come to learn and live by that. Don't give the same if it's not
I
being
will
reciprocated.
I will say this to that. That's a very fine line, and the only reason why I say that's a fine line is because some people don't know how to reciprocate it because it was never given to them. So they don't know how to. When I say that, meaning they probably grew up where they never got the love like that to know how to reciprocate it back. So there's a fine line that you have to walk with that only because of that. Now, if you see that it's done over and over again and you're not seeing something, that's a little bit different. But I would say just not doing it the first second time and then you're like, no, only because they might not know how to, give it back to you the same way that you've given it to them because they've never had no one to ever show them what that is. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Yes, I
That's
do.
what I'm saying.
And with that being said, let's rock to the comments real quick. So we can get
Alrighty.
to the next one.
David's in the building. Hello, David.
Hello,
Hello,
David.
David. How you doing?
He said,
Salute to you, my
Gemini,
brother.
hell no, run fast, shaking my head. Damn,
Woo!
not too much.
Yeah.
Uhuru says respect. Venetia says it's either a lesson or a blessing. Either way, I'm going to gain. I'll gain knowledge or a blessing. Kristen says mistakes are, I don't know why I cannot say this word right now.
Synonym.
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 Mistakes are a
Was it
synonym
experience?
for experience. Both shorten the path to wisdom. Some anime sensei. Okay.
Sensei.
Sensei. Okay.
How you watch anime and don't know that word? But go ahead.
Venetia says what you're complaining about, someone is praying for. Okay.
Ooh,
That was nice.
I love that one.
That was nice.
Uhuru says, do unto others you have done
As
unto
you.
them, as you done unto them. Johnny's in the building. He says, yo,
What
yo,
up,
yo.
Johnny?
Big bro.
Happening.
Big bro.
Oh my guy. Congrats. You know what I'm talking about. Keep it going.
Venetia says, you can't pour from an empty cup.
I love that one.
Zakiya says, let it go. It's not your time. Keep God first. Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Ain't that a bitch? Look good. Go ahead.
Taria says, time can't be replenished, so use it wisely with spending it with people who are deserving. Uhuru says, I agree, Cuzzo. Somebody else say it.
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastics is what he's trying to spell.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3.
Heather don't go to church.
Show us with a Bible verse.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so Eli says, with every smile comes peace, but with every frown comes a price. But as long as the air is breathing and sun is shining, laugh calmly and dwell on your mental, spiritual serenity. You'll be good, big dog. Zakiya says, stay true to yourself. Uhuru says, get off my cousin, Jay.
Whoa. What no?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. You're not gonna skip past that like you didn't write what you just wrote.
Seven says, you think what you become. Okay.
Good one. That's a good one.
I like that.
Okay, so Teresa says, time can't be replenished, so use it wisely. Spend it with people who are worthy. Okay. And Uhuru says, I agree, double A.
Thank you.
Teresa says, move with purpose. Kristen says, facts. Uhuru says, nice answer, Jay.
Ooh, Eli, that's not the right spelling, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. No. I'm gonna let you slide on this, Eli, because you've never really spelt my whole name in the comments before, but my name is partially right. Just change the G to a J, and we all good. But Motherfuckers be a fat face on liar sometimes.
What the fuck?
And let me tell you, Pimpin. Continue, Heather. Continue.
Okay. Kristen says developing and owning discernment is a necessary life skill. And David says, "How y'all doing?"
We are
Great.
we are okay. How are
You
you
finna
doing?
fuck Heather up with this shit. He ain't right.
Okay, Heather. I'm gonna help you through this one, all right?
Symptoms.
Cinnamon.
It's all the same thing, Heather. I went to public school too. You were awesome.
So PhDs in the building. PhDs in the building.
Hey, no, bro, don't clap for that. Because I just got a call on Friday that shit is under review, my guy. So they kind of fucked me over that. They said my PhD, my public high school degree is under review. So I don't know. It might drop. I don't
We
know.
bypass that. We need to get to the comments because I'm finna talk shit when we get to this comment.
So LAUSD.
Okay.
Never mind. All right, we talk about
Hold on.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm finna tell you why.
Go
I'm
ahead.
finna tell you why. Go ahead, Heather.
Go ahead, Heather.
Okay. Uhuru's laughing.
Ooh.
David said, Gerald,
spelled your name wrong right after you said spell that shit with a J.
We got 2 in a row, back to back.
Okay.
It's David's first time here, though, right?
No. This is first time
David
here,
knows
but I
him.
know this. I know him. That's Rob's cousin. So yeah.
That's why you
I
say
know
I'm
who he
Rob.
is.
That's your cousin?
But like I said, a lot of people don't know how to spell my name. They don't know
That's
that
your
it's spelled with
cousin?
a J. Huh?
No,
That's
that's
your
Rob's
cousin?
cousin.
No, it's not my cousin.
Rob
I was
cousin.
say, well, Roach, you fired too then.
Hey, yo, bro, my family better know how to spell my name. I cut all them. You know what?
Read the comment, Heather. Read the comment.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead.
Gerald, what's good, fam? It's been a minute since I saw you. I'm Rob cousin, in case you forgot. LOL.
What the deal, my dude? I'll see you. Still with a J.
And Eli says, "Got you, big dog."
Appreciate you, man. That's all. Let's go, Professor. You say you got something. Let's hear it.
Why is self-reflection so important in the healing process? Why is self-reflection so important in the healing process? I'll start. Why I think. I say it's important. I say it's important because a lot of the times, if you don't heal from it, if you don't self-reflect, the other people, it's not going to matter to them. It's all about you. So whatever happens, say y'all get into it or, something happens, they're going to still sleep the same way at night. Self-reflect and figure out what's going on with you so that you can ease your mind and feel better about yourself. It's all about you. It doesn't matter what they think or how they feel. It's how you feel. That's the only way you're going to understand it. That's what I'm saying.
Talk your shit. Self-reflection. Self-reflection is important because you're able to weed out the negatives that the world sees at the end of the day. Even and self-reflection sometimes is something you may not see, but everybody else sees. So sometimes when you self-reflect and you're able to point out these flaws, quote unquote, that people see, that you're able to correct them and you're able to move on in life without any bearings to you at the end of the day. So that's why I believe that self-reflection is important.
Check you out.
I read 8,000 books. I read 8,000 books a year. I do. Excuse me. No, I may not read 8,000 books, but I've read 8,000 sentences a year. So don't worry about it.
That's better.
8,000 sentences, maybe even 8,000 words. Don't. 8,000 words.
I would go with the 8,000 words.
Yeah, remember,
okay, 8,000 words, 8,000 sentences, 8,000 paragraphs. Either way, I'm progressing with PhD.
You under review right now, bro. Tread lightly.
Yeah. They don't watch this show. I need to get them to watch the show so they can.
You never know, my guys.
So you thought. That's why you're under review now. Someone ratted you out.
I can see that. I can see that. They done seen the show way too many times. Phyllis turns into syphilis, so therefore they looking at my PhD right now. So go ahead.
You brought that one way back.
It's one of my oldies but goodies. But let's get it.
Say the question again, because Gerald got me all.
I'm sorry.
All discombobulated and whatnot.
Why is
People just fat
self-reflection
facing
so
alive around
important? Why is shut up? Why is self-reflection so important in the healing process?
So you don't make the same mistakes twice. I think we go. I don't think a lot of times, as most human beings, we don't go into situations blaming ourselves for it. I mean, I guess there's a few of us are self-sabotagers and then want to put the blame on us all the time. But for the most part, I think to avoid making the same mistakes twice or over and over again, to the point now that you just become this serial mistake person. You don't like this type of person at all, but you keep on jumping in a relationship with this type of person, or so at some point you got to kind of like look yourself in the mirror and say, self. Look at your neighbor. But at the end of the day, I just think just so you don't make the same mistakes over and over and over again.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
True statement.
Very true.
Come on, Mr. Philosopher.
Man, Aristotle himself.
I say self-reflection is vital because it allows yourself to be vulnerable enough to look deep within yourself. Because most of the time we don't want to be vulnerable and look deep within ourselves to realize the good and the bad within ourselves. So if you allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to look deep within yourself, flaws and all, I say it's vital for your growth in life.
Check you out. Put some fertilizer on it. I feel you.
Don't forget the water.
Put fertilizer on it.
Put some fertilizer on it.
I'm not even about to ask for the meaning behind that.
I just told you that. He said to find the growth in yourself. Put some fertilizer on it. Fertilizer helps things grow.
I like that. Fertilizer also could be nothing. Forget it. Heather, did you speak?
No.
Okay, we'll speak.
To be honest with you, self-reflection, the reason that it's important, you can't really have healing without self-reflection. Like, it's not always going to be a situation where everything is everybody else's fault. You will play parts in situations in your life that are, whether it's decided by you or not, it's going to be a portion that you've participated in. So self-reflection is locating where you fit into that and then learning from it. And if you do get into that situation again, not going about it the same way, because I mean, the definition of insanity is basically doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Absolutely.
That was beautiful. That was
lovely.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
I need to have you as my therapist for some reason. I feel like that. But okay, maybe I put the wagon before the horse. But anyway, to the comments, please, Miss Heather B, continue with your lovely voice pattern.
Nice. Zakia says self-reflection is important because the problem may be you.
Okay. I'm gonna go in the comments. Because me and this I'm live. Go ahead.
David says, my bad, fam, laughing my ass off. Gerald, that's better. Didn't mean to say sass you on the name, bro.
It's not a sass, it's just proper correct proper pronunciation. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. It ain't a big deal.
Wanisha says, see your part in it if needed, and correct and better yourself and working on your growth.
Yes.
David says, "Don't cat laughing my ass off, shaking my head." Twice.
Nigga, wait a minute. I'm a pimp. You better not. Go ahead.
Kristen says, "Self-reflection help you keep, maintain, and protect the boundaries you set." Wanisha says to see your part in it and work on it and better yourself and your growth. Okay, are these comments popping up twice? Okay, Eli says because it allows you to do a deep house clean with Anita Baker and Stevie playing in the background on a Sunday morning while opening and walking out a new door smelling like lemon and fab instead of getting stuck in the bathroom damn near fainting from bleach. Ooh, that brought back some tough memories. Grandma, why? I'm not playing with you.
It sound like a regular Saturday afternoon, regular Saturday morning to me. But go ahead.
Aaron,
That was
fertilizer can also be bullshit.
Guess what? Fertilizer is shit, period. So, like I said, put some fertilizer on it. The fuck? Moving on, Heather B.
I guess you told me.
Taria said it helps you with understanding the positives and negatives about yourself. It can also help you understand how people interact with you based on the vibes you're giving. Yeah.
Talk your shit, TT.
Good response in the comments, y'all.
All right,
Appreciate
see. All right, appreciate the comments too. All right, next question. When do you when do you realize you hit your breaking point in life when it comes to your tolerance to stress and trauma? When do you realize you hit your breaking point in life when it comes to your tolerance to stress and trauma?
When I feel like I'm so overwhelmed, I have no energy. I feel like everything is just coming at me like a 80-mile train, and I'm at the point where I just want to break down and cry.
I hear that. When you feel like you're losing yourself while trying to maintain some decorum of sanity and balance in your life, it's I would say it's like a freight train of everything under the sun, just trying to remain as calm as possible.
Mm. When I'm playing Hey Love by the Delphonics, I play old music to get myself through shit. So, just no matter what it is, I can play Old Girl by Shy Lights and I'm just sitting on my couch crying by myself. So, and it ain't even got to be nothing with my relationship. It's just me. Sometimes them old songs get you through a lot of shit. So, that's how I know I've come to a breaking point in my life where I'm playing this shit and I can't get through it by my regular thought process.
Mm.
For me,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh no, it's good. For me, it's basically when I'm descending into a manic episode. That's my breaking point of just everything. Well, it touches on what Put said, but just when everything just kind of becomes way too much, you're holding it in as much as you can, and you just release it.
I'm a Cancer, so I go into hermit mode. You won't hear from me. You won't see me. Uh, Usually, my friends do a great job in reaching out to me, making sure that, hey, you good, bro? I deactivated social media before. I get in the car and go for these long ass drives, knowing damn well gas is damn near $5 a gallon. It ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it is.
I know. That's the reason why I'm like, you burn gas? Like, okay.
Um, but yeah, I usually shut down. And I know it's not good to shut down, but I think as men growing up, we're taught to kind of hide our emotions or kind of hide what's not making us strong
Manly.
per se.
Manly, not manly.
Exactly.
I get it.
So And not that I ever was taught that, but that's what I always saw. So
I do
Mhm.
shit. So
True
technically, you was
statement.
taught. If you keep it a buck, you was taught that because that's what you saw. So you only go by what you've seen.
or I will also say if you didn't deliver to that certain magnitude or that bar, then you was failing. So at the end of the day, yeah, shut down, figure it out. If I can't make it right tonight, how can I, get it right the next day? Just that's what I do.
Okay.
Usually we'll go to the comments right about now, but Heather's like she stepped out, but I can oh, there you go.
I'm right here. Okay.
Good.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
May Love's in the building. She says, greeting everyone.
What up,
Hey,
boo?
Nay. Hi, what the
Whoa.
deal?
Zakia says, when I could no longer function normally and the floodgates open.
Mm.
Wanisha says, when I feel the need to separate myself from everyone and reset. Um,
Facts.
Eli says, when I fall asleep and wake up and somehow end up in a pet cemetery with a shovel while smiling frantically. Turn your Gemini off, please.
You do that too?
It,
Word.
He's on
Word.
his dark side right now. Wanisha
Okay,
says,
you on your own with that word.
Fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia.
fibromyalgia. Okay, so my fibroid myalgia acts up nerve
No,
space.
fibromyalgia.
fibromyalgia.
You on your own with
Yeah.
that
That
word.
word.
My PhD didn't cover that.
David says sleepless nights and up drinking 6 in the morning. Mind, body, and soul is just completely drained.
Ooh,
Eli says nah, but
that
same.
down.
When I need to turn the switch off to the world and submerge myself in my thoughts in dungeon.
Mm.
Teresa says when my temper starts to flare up, or I start to isolate, ignore people, lose my appetite, and have a hard time focusing.
Mm. Jeez. That's whew, okay. Well, we on to the next question. And
What can you learn?
go ahead.
Was it my turn or was it your turn? It was your
Yeah,
turn?
no, it's your turn.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't even have the question.
I didn't have a question. That's why I say go ahead. But okay.
Oh, well, I'll just say it. Go ahead. I'll just say it. What can you learn from your biggest mistakes? What can you learn from your biggest mistakes?
Biggest mistakes. Shit. Biggest mistakes.
From
Shit.
your biggest mistakes. What can you learn from your biggest mistakes?
Hmm.
It's a deep one, huh?
Yeah, it is.
I haven't. Well, for me, a lot more listening is better. A lot of mistakes that I've
Mm.
made is clearly because I was not listening and
Mm.
not paying attention to the other person are just situations. So my lesson is to talk less, listen more.
Um. Honestly, to self reflect, because sometimes my insecurities turns on the people that I love, and my temper lashes out, and my thoughts and words just flow. And with any concern for people's feelings, and to not be concerned with their feelings, I need to learn how to not just run rapid with the mouth, and to also pick up the phone when ones that you love call, because you never know when they're not going to be here the next day.
For
Those
me,
are my biggest mistakes.
for me is learning basically don't cut off the wrong people just because your life is not going swell. Because believe it or not, there are genuine people out there that actually mean you well and want to see you prosper and want to see you win in life. So so you have to hold those people close because they actually put value into your life.
Oh, hold on before the next one goes. Also, to think logically, because sometimes when I'm in the heat of the moment, I don't think rational and logic. Sometimes I need to reach out to more borderline the four that's on this screen and my lady. Sometimes I need to speak my feelings and to know, let them know what I'm feeling and to not just hold it in. Because when I hold it in and I start letting a lot of shit wrap around my brain, I can only see it for what I see it, but it can be a whole nother way that the problem could have been presented or the way the issue or the way the matter could be resolved at the end of the day. So sometimes I need to speak what I'm feeling and to self-reflect on a lot of the shit that I do, as well as because, like I say, a lot of times, some of the times it's not just them that's the problem; it can be me. So that as well.
I've learned to stop self sabotaging myself because I do that a lot. Um, Stop putting more on my plate that I can handle because it drives me crazy, and I do that a lot. And some of my biggest mistakes is doing that. Is putting more on my plate than I can handle, but thinking that I can. And also learning to not isolate myself from certain things and say what's on my mind and stand by that because I don't do that quite often.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the comments, y'all. For sure.
No, I was no. I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling that. I was feeling all of those answers. I was feeling that. I was here. I was here. I was about to joke and be like, "Stop bringing the room down." But go ahead.
Before we go to the comments, I've actually had one more. Learning the difference between constructive criticism and someone just talking shit. Because sometimes I do know that I can be extremely sensitive when things are said to me. So it's trying to navigate and understand that, hey, this person's not talking shit to you. They're just simply saying these things to you because they want to see you do better.
Say word.
I'll add one more. Just don't
Come on, philosopher.
Come on,
I actually need it because I'm healing right now. So go ahead.
you know, don't don't be afraid to ask. I mean, we all get the mentality that we're all superhuman, but in actuality, we're not. I mean, it because we want to take on everything that's on our plate, and and that's like physically impossible. So don't be afraid to ask, like, you know, for feedback or opinions or anything of that nature.
So that's what
Because
you're telling me. I said my plate was full, and now you're telling me don't be afraid to ask. Okay, I got you. When I ask you, don't say shit. Just do it.
I gotta say, I sometimes I do be afraid to ask because I don't know what that person might say. But I'm learning now to just, be more open and ask because it could be something you need to hear or something that could be vital. So don't be afraid to don't be afraid to ask people about what they would think about a certain situation.
I would say, I need to stop. Or what I need to learn is stop bottling my emotions and my feelings into a bottle and putting the top on it and let it sail down the Pacific Ocean, and thinking that I would deal with it when I deal with it, knowing that it's just gonna blow back up like a volcano effect later on in my life, and next you know, everybody's gonna get the rash of Volcano Aaron. So
That downward spiral.
handling things in the moment, knowing knowing when I say things, or when someone says something to you, if they don't tell you the whole truth, it's still considered a lie. If people mislead you, or if only give you a piece of the story, they're not. It's not telling the truth. So learning to accept actions and not words. Don't call me family and your actions don't reflect family. Don't sit here and say that I can't tell people I'm here for you and not show you that I'm here for you, and vice versa. But so just being intentional in life, period. It's something that I have learning to do every day now, and I'll leave it at that.
That's what's up.
Praying you continue on that journey, brother. That's all I can say.
Appreciate you.
Let's get
Real
no
talk.
doubt. Let's get to the comments, Miss Heather B.
I
Please.
love my black people.
I'm about to cry.
Alrighty, Seven says simple. Don't put myself in a position to have that mistake happen again.
Agreed.
Lene, she's in the building. What's up? Welcome back.
What
Hey,
up?
Lene.
Hey.
She says, talk your shit, Meech. Chrissy says, be right back. I'm going to go to a corner and self-reflect because, woo. Wanisha says, my biggest thing is to help too much because I've been there. Boundaries and standing on it. Also to be more vocal and speak up. Eli says, some of my biggest mistakes came from my childhood. And one of my biggest lessons I had to learn is protect my inner child at all costs and not allowing that inner child to be put in dangerous situations due to overanalyzing a situation. Facts.
Wow.
David says the biggest thing for me is holding grudges. Speak on it instead of throwing hands. That's the big picture for me. It's a hard fight.
Facts.
Kristen says some of my biggest mistakes was standing on business that was none of my business, shaking my head.
That's deep.
Man.
Damn.
That's deep.
Super deep.
Damn.
I tell you, these four, I tell you, I take on their fights like crazy, but good. Jeez, that one hit close to home.
No. As the kid says, not setting boundaries.
Big facts.
Kristen says, and isolating from the wrong people.
Yes.
Taria says, learning to not bottle things up to a point of anger, and be careful of the words I choose to use when angry because they can cut a bitch. Oh, and boundaries are so important.
You got some violent people in here.
Man, are all y'all Geminis? Because y'all
don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, no, he is a Virgo.
Virgo. See, Pisces and Kansas, we shut down. We like, okay, you gonna get it, but
no. We isolate, but we get dangerous when we need to.
Hey, we shut down just like this. Boop.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to your ass for 7 months. Like, go ahead.
Happy New Year.
Go ahead, Heather. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Zakia says just because you have an available balance on your credit card doesn't mean you have to spend it.
God damn! Whoa, that was nice.
Damn.
Not the walk away.
Right.
And the crazy thing
We
is,
all philosophers in here tonight.
Go ahead. God damn, that was dope.
Okay. Taria says my answer was based on what I learned from my mistakes. Okay.
We get it. Don't mind us, T. We just talking shit. We trying to make light of a little situation. We don't want y'all to be in y'all bags. We want y'all to be in y'all bags, but make light of the situation as well.
Man.
So don't take us serious like that. So go ahead.
No, y'all good. Eli says, y'all go ahead and let them tears flow.
Wasn't crying, bro.
I was about to. I was about to. Because y'all hit me with some shit where my chest was hurting. Like, damn, my family's in heartbreaking situations. But go ahead.
He says, "Don't rub them eyes like there's dust in them. This is a safe place."
There is dust in them.
I know. Hey, Eli, I know, bro. But like I said, I man up, be a man. I'm learning.
There's dust in my eye ducts for sure.
Not mine. I'm about to cry. Y'all hurting me. Y'all, man, my heart is bleeding for y'all.
No more.
My heart is bleeding for y'all. But go ahead.
Okay, Teresa says, "I'm actually a really nice person."
Me too.
Say word. Say word.
David said Aquarius, January.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Oh, wait. Oops. There we go. Teresa says, "I'm a Virgo." Okay, I'm not offended.
No.
And Day is in the building. She says,
"What
hey,
up,
y'all.
Day?
What up, Day?
Welcome back.
How you be? Hope life is treating you well. Get ready for some tear jerkers. But anyway, all right. Next question, y'all. How do you define yourself in 3 words?
I hate you. That was my next question.
How do you define yourself in 3 words?
That's a good one too.
Funny, caring, and lovable.
Petty, asshole, smart.
I got gripes about the 3rd one, but okay.
I am smart than a motherfucker. Don't do that.
You gotta clean that up after the show now. I saw you spit that out right now. You gotta clean it up after the show.
I know. Damn it, it was on my radar hat too.
Oh, perfect place.
That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get.
And they signed Chris Jones. Fuck KC too.
Damn.
But continue.
I would say for me, quiet, ambitious, and passionate.
Okay.
Definitely quiet, hard worker. Hey, when I first met you, I didn't say shit to you, bro.
You a fucking lie, but go ahead.
We sat in the same room and I didn't slap him. I ignored you with the pain and slapped his hand and looked at your hard ass is like, I don't know him.
I don't know this tall nigga. I don't know this tall nigga like that. You're right. I'm just talking
no,
shit.
He right. He very quiet because when I first met him, he just looked at me and then I said, "I know you," and it was his birthday weekend.
Right. So yeah. Quiet is definitely.
Okay, well maybe quiet not the right word, but I'll probably say
no, you can shy to a sense.
Men ain't shy.
Men ain't shy.
All right, fuck it. I ain't shy.
I'm about to say shit. I'm to a degree, I'm shy. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Yes, I'm shy to a degree. Unless I got this in me.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after the show. We'll talk about it after the show.
We will. Go ahead.
I'll give a 3rd one. I guess you could say caring. I care.
Facts. Most definitely.
That would be my 4th one.
Me too. Me too.
It's on you, Cinnamon.
Or synonym. Synopsis. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You didn't even say that right.
I know. I'm drunk. Stay off.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I see you drunk last weekend. You ain't drunk, bro.
Nah, yeah, you're not drunk.
But guess what I'm drinking?
Well, slow down.
Nope.
Right.
Go off camera and give me another cat full.
I would say awkward, loving, and understanding.
Okay.
We're just not gonna throw any emotional or sensitive in there, huh?
Oh well.
Let it live. That it
I'll
ain't
be the
even
fourth and fifth
necessary.
one.
Let.
Give
We
your
didn't
other
ask
two.
for five. We didn't
I
ask
love
for
you for
five,
that.
but we didn't ask for five. But let's go.
We ain't gonna judge nobody. Let's go to the comments,
We
y'all.
show not.
What
So
they
let's
say,
go to
don't
the
judge
comments.
me, judge your mother.
I know your mother, so I ain't even judging her.
Cookie crazy as hell. She downstairs. She probably sleep. She had a headache earlier.
I was trying to pull up one of her that little tough line that she gave us last show, but I couldn't find it, or it's kind of blurry on my end. But she had some deep thoughts last show. I'm gonna go back and get those lines.
Tell you, my mama's something else.
I'm gonna go to the comments.
Please.
Eli says, the only thing about us Geminis and other signs is that we understand all spectrums and can tap in each one at any time. True.
Cap.
That's a cap.
Cap.
Come on, Meech.
Jay Z is in the building. He say, hey.
Hey,
What's the deal?
JC.
What's happening?
What's the deal?
7 says, her 3 are thick, hustling, mother.
Okay.
David says, tall, dark, and handsome.
That's cap. That's cap.
It's been a long time. He said he might have grown.
You ain't that tall, like you ain't that tall, but you taller than me, and that ain't even an accomplishment, bro. But go ahead.
You say he dark, but he really caramel. Is that what you saying?
I ain't say he was like he can be dark. Yeah, you say he's dark.
Let David breathe, man. If you want to put out his little 3-liners, tall, dark, and handsome, let him live, Gerald. Damn. You said he was sorry for saying G.
Especially with this jungle juice in me, I can't let nobody live right now. But go ahead.
That shit.
Wenisha says loving, goofy, and energetic.
Okay.
Danielle is in the building. Welcome.
Hey, Danielle.
Hey, Danielle. That's my whole girl that I went to college with. So thank you for stopping through.
Okay,
I
Miss
appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate the love. Come back.
With the college.
You're definitely welcome.
Look, don't start, motherfucker. Don't start.
Hey, that's my line.
Don't start.
Go ahead. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Okay. She says spoiled, mean, and lovable. Zakia says wise, humble, and caring.
Say caring.
Taria says goofy, empathetic, and ambitious. And Eli says 3 words: understanding, solo, balanced. And Danielle says, hey, everyone.
Hi again.
Hey.
Let's go, Professor. It's on you.
All right. What is a hard truth about yourself that you have a hard time accepting? What is a hard truth about yourself that you have a hard time accepting?
I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn in my ways. Very stubborn.
I tend to procrastinate a lot.
That's also one of mine too. I procrastinate.
Hard truth that I have a hard time accepting.
For me, it kind of goes back to what you just said. I have a hard time accepting that I am extremely sensitive to everything.
I'm not balanced. I don't know how to properly manage my time in my life. I got a lot. How much time we got? Because I got a lot of things I can
Go
say.
ahead, talk your shit.
I don't want to.
We got about another 50 some odd minutes, so 45 some odd minutes. So the floor is yours, my guy.
I'm not going to do all that, but I would say I'm a work in progress, man, and I appreciate y'all for loving me for who I am. But I'll just leave
in progress. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Sometimes I have a hard time accepting that everybody don't like me. Sometimes I have a problem with that, and then other times I'm like, I don't give a fuck. That is one of my hard things to accept. That sometimes I have a problem with people who don't like me, for whatever reason, just because.
Just because. I got that
Just
same problem.
because.
They do
But
nothing
then I
wrong.
realized to myself, if you don't want to give me that chance solely based off what you've heard from somebody else, we don't need to be cool with each other in the first fucking place.
Right.
Hmm.
But that is
Hmm.
one of my hardest things.
Yeah, and also
Or the fact
to
that I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
no. The floor is yours. I'll go after you.
And the fact that I be so willing to help people knowing that it's not genuine. Their relationship with me is not genuine. They only just want the help from me.
Mm.
Mm.
Well, another one for me is not being liked by everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Not being liked by everybody. Like when I come into a room, I expect everybody to like me because I'm a lovable person, at least in my eyes. And then when somebody don't like me for whatever reason, it's more along the lines of why don't you like me? It's like I care for some reason.
I
And
agree.
then when you find out the underlying reasons of why they don't like you, it just gets to a point where, okay, what can I do to conform for this person to like me? And I gotta learn how to just like Professor just said, not to care because everybody in this world is not gonna like you. Like somebody can just wake up on the wrong side of the bed and they just gonna not like you. They can, so that's another one of mine, a big one of mine, honestly.
Is to stop putting myself in positions knowing damn well that I shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
So
Yes, for me, it's like stop going to it's learning to stop going the distance for people don't deserve don't deserve it
mm,
because because I tend to be very 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 open hearted and caring about people, and I have a tough time distinguishing that not everybody's gonna reciprocate that back.
Mm.
Are they only doing it for selfish reasons?
Mm.
They're
Mm-hmm.
only being cool with you because they need you for certain situations, and then once they're done with it, it's like fuck you.
And they
Or
basically
they
turn the table.
or they go
They,
or they back to ghost, or they back to
Yeah,
ghosting you. Or
yeah, yeah,
I
basically
feel
pulling the Dave Chappelle just disappearing out your life, and you don't hear jack shit from them for months
well, if you
or
disappear out of
longer
my
than
life,
that.
if you disappear out of my life for $50 million, shit, just when you come back, I'm just need cut of that. But to each his own. Uh, Heather,
oh child, we deep.
very. That's what she said. Mhm.
Give
But
you
go
that.
ahead.
we can go to comments. I think we
Yeah, because I already went, so we can go to the comments. Let's see.
Ooh.
David says, Gerald, stop hating, nigga, because your ass 3 foot, nothing leprechaun bigger than you, Lucky Charms, laugh my ass off.
Leprechaun bigger than me? No, I don't think that's correct, bro. Because
I think me and a leprechaun probably about the same height.
Hold on, pimpin'. Let me tell you something.
Oh shit.
You don't have a leprechaun bigger than me. That's one thing, my nigga. And nigga, do you know that I've seen you? You only like 5'9", so you ain't really that tall. Fuck out of here. Continue, Heather. And I'm back. And I run a 4'9" on a football field.
there's a new tape out. He didn't run that 4'9".
I'm done. I'm out of there, bro.
Shit, y'all serious, bro. That was funny. That was funny.
4'9" when he ran the other day. Or whenever that was.
Hey,
I saw that
look,
shit
I don't
too.
know. But
He
let's
was
go.
moving his arms fast.
Hey, no, I'm not gonna lie. My nigga was. It seemed like when they got the zoom on him, and he seemed like he was moving slow. But go ahead.
Yeah.
But that's another story, another day, another show. Let's go, Heather. I'm sorry.
Okay. Danielle said, I'm too trusting of others. Wanisha said, overshare, don't like to ask for help and try to do it all on my own.
Mm.
Zakia says that I have not gotten to exactly where I want to be in life, but I'm on the move, and you gonna get there.
We going with you.
Let's go.
David says I am stubborn to heart, don't like to listen for nothing, just stuck in my ways at times. I am a leader. It runs in my family.
Got you.
Seven says, just taking a second to say I miss all of you. I see Heather all the time, but I still miss you too. Extremely proud of the cast and where you all, I'm sorry, and where you all are. We need to party soon. Yes, I
Thank
see
you,
her every
Seven.
day at work now.
Yes, yes, we will definitely do so in the near future. We
Most
miss you
Yes.
too.
definitely.
Thank
Miss
you,
you
and
too.
we appreciate you stopping through if you leaving. But if you staying, stay.
We
Well, we
miss
love
seeing
you.
you here. Taria says, I'm stubborn, procrastinate, time management sucks. I criticize myself too much and I overextend myself for undeserving people, family, and friends.
Talk your shit.
Woo.
'Cause
CT, that might be a Virgo thing, boo. That just might be a
I,
Virgo
No,
thing.
I
no,
ain't gonna. No, no, that's a people
no.
thing.
That's a people thing.
That's a
No, I,
people
I,
thing.
I
Dead
said that
ass.
because, like, I resonate with all that. That's all. That's the reason why I
And
said
so
that.
do I. Oh,
I'm,
we.
I'm
I think we
speaking for
all resonate with
myself.
that
I
one.
And
resonate
so
with
are
that.
we.
I
Yeah.
am I speaking for myself.
Well,
No,
Okay.
I'm
we're
speaking
telling you it's not a
for.
Virgo thing. It's a
I
people thing.
It's
said
a
what I
people thing.
said.
It's
Well,
a
you said it
people
might
thing.
be a Virgo thing, and we're here to tell you it's not
I
a might.
said what I said.
You
Heather,
heard
did
me
I
well.
don't care what you said.
you heard what I said?
All right, let's go to
Let's
you.
go. Let's
Hold
go,
on,
Heather.
y'all.
Okay, the last comment. Eli says procrastination and I can cut ties easily. It's hard for me to stay on the ship filled with tiny holes on rocky water when I'm the only one that can see the light and the other is only seeing clouds. I can't do complaining with no solution.
Big
I
Mm,
facts.
agree 1,000%.
Mm,
mm,
I love
mm.
that one.
I'll quit the
So me,
cut off.
Professor.
Yeah,
All right, let's go. Can you help someone heal while you're trying to heal yourself? Can you help someone heal while trying to heal yourself?
absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. I agree. I can.
I say absolutely because it might have been a situation that you healed from that they're going through right then and there, and you can give them some sort of direction or give them some type of tools to use to help them navigate through that healing process that you've probably been through or that you're currently going through. And in healing them, you can heal yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah,
talk your
and, def-
shit.
Well, thank you.
and definitely it is possible because what because you like it was stated earlier, like you can help each other heal from the same scenario, and also what you what you can't heal, that person can. So 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 you're basically helping each other heal from it and grow from it.
Ooh, talk your shit. Well, I'm gonna say yes because I've been known to put my feelings on the back burner to help my friends at the end of the day. Just because um I'm always one to, if my friends call me, I'm there to lend the ear, lend my perspective, and to always be there. I always want to be a good friend, a true friend. I don't want people going out in the world saying that Jay did this to me or Gerald did this to me or they wasn't there for me. So I've been known to put my shit on the back burner, and then sometimes in the mix of me helping them, they may help me. So just like what Professor and me just said, back piggybacking, sometimes when you speak, when you put all your shit out there on the table, and sometimes, like I say, the person that I'm talking to could have been through the situation that I've been through, and they're able to help me and guide me through the situation that I'm going through, and I may be in the situation that they have been through, and we're able to heal each other and help each other, and it's a win-win when you have friends like that. So
Church.
Y'all took all the answers, so I don't know what else is to say besides that. But I think I will ride for my zodiac sign, and they say Cancer, since we ride for our own zodiac signs. They say Cancers are good at giving advice, but not good at taking their own advice. In my opinion, before the professor even speaks up,
I wasn't
in
about to
my
say anything. I wasn't
I
about to say
was.
anything.
I,
I just agree with you.
you aiming at the wrong person because I was, but go
but at the
ahead.
end
I
of the day,
wasn't going to say nothing. God damn, let me take a
it,
sip on my
it was
juice. That's it.
it was just a joke, y'all. It's just a joke. But at the end of
It's
the
a
day,
joke. It's a joke.
I definitely agree with what Jada said. Sometimes just having good people in your life and having good friends in your life, that knowing that y'all all been through different experiences may help you uh, get through things and help them get through things. So at the end of the day, an unhealed person can definitely heal the healed person, and vice versa. Um, Hell, we listened to Steve Harvey all these years, and he definitely wasn't healed. Even though we hear his backstories come out. But at the end of the day, you know,
Damn.
I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, I feel like it is. I think we coach each other's. I could say the five of us has coached each other through our own problems, whether we was healed or not healed. So
Truth. Truth.
No
You
lies were told.
You can definitely help someone else while you're healing. Mainly, it's the support for each other. Like sometimes you could be going through something and you feel like nobody else understands, but having someone that is going through something exact to your issue, it helps you. It kind of eases you a bit because you have a support. So you basically both understand what you're going through, so you support each other through it. Like it's no different than if a person wants to lose weight, they may go to the gym by themselves and they don't really have that self motivation. But going with someone who is going through the same situation as you, or might even be maybe the same weight, you guys are working through this together. So in essence, you're helping each other achieve the goal.
I like
okay.
that. I like that. Let's get to the comments.
Okay.
Who the hell do we use?
Um, okay. So Wenisha said yes. Zakia says yes because you never know what a person has been through until you vent. Closed mouths don't get fed. Taria says, I feel like you can, but it also depends on where you are. I'm sorry, where you're at in your healing process and what you're healing from. But generally speaking, yes, absolutely. Eli says you can definitely help someone heal while you haven't healed yourself. Sometimes we don't realize how we were the mustard seed God put in someone else's life while we were going down our dark valley while trying to find our mustard seed. Just like trees, our roots help other branches stand strong.
Okay, Mr. Philosopher tonight.
Damn.
For real?
That was deep.
And Daniel says, yes, a hurt person can help someone else heal. You may or may not get healed for yourself, but you do know you have a support team. Yeah.
Mm.
As y'all
Well,
see,
shoot.
my team right here on the screen. But anyway, let's go.
Um, if you could give advice to anyone when it comes to the healing process, what would it be?
Don't rush it.
Mm.
Take your time. Allow everything to take its course. Don't try to get past the hard parts because you won't have a true healing process if you do that.
Piggybacking off what Heather just said, just know that you're not alone. You are not alone in your situation. You always want to, like like me said earlier, we all think we're superhumans at one point. We all try to get past our battles by ourselves. But if you speak to someone you trust, someone you love, someone you have that you feel you can have that vote of confidence for, let it out. See if that person can somehow inspire you to go to the next direction or go to the right direction, I should say. know that you're not the only one that this has happened to. Know that you're not going to be the last person it happened to. So, with that being said, open up, speak your mind to a person you can confide in, and try to accelerate that growth process if need be.
I will say have a great support system. Um, know who you can and can't talk to. Don't try to suppress anything. Um, bring it all to the table, let it out, self reflect, analyze, and figure out what do you think you need to do in order to move in a way that will help you, and know that it's not something that can be done in a day or even in a week, and it's a learning process and it takes time.
Okay.
Mm. Be open to healing because you cannot heal being closed-minded. And also be okay with not being okay because because you make because you try to take on everything and it it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Just be okay with being okay be and be open to being vulnerable because trying to close off the world is doing yourself more harm than you expect.
Mm.
I would say your process is your process. Don't let nobody else define what your process should look like. It's okay to hear what other opinions are or how would somebody else handle that process or handle their process. But I think at the end of the day, don't be afraid to have the difficult conversations. Don't be afraid to lead away from the things that you're most afraid of. But however you heal, whatever your process is, you must go through that process in order to get past what's hurting you or what you're not healed from. So
Talk
um,
your shit.
I think
Mm.
at the end of the day that we run away from the most difficult conversations. We run away from the most hurtful things in life. We run away from the things that we don't want to see get away from us. But you got to face those things head on sometimes, and you can't be afraid what the outcome may be.
Talk your shit, boy.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Talk your shit. That being said, let's go to the comments.
Alrighty. Venetia says, take your time and don't rush it. Zakia says, open up, let it out, and talk to someone you trust. It's okay not to be okay. Seven says, don't use substances, drugs, or alcohol for healing medicine. Get the proper help.
Agreed.
Hmm.
Agreed.
Daniel says, don't suppress anything. Make sure you feel validated in your hurt. And depending on the situation, confront or address the root of the pain. Wanisha says, be honest with yourself and your feelings. Taria says, be patient with yourself. It's a process. Make yourself open and be honest with your intentions. Talk it out, find a solution, and let it go. Make time for yourself by yourself. And Eli says, with alignment with what y'all are saying, I would say make sure you rest. It's hard to see the step in front of you when you are constantly rubbing your eyes from lack of spiritual sleep. So rest because your inner you needs a nap as well. We old. Cherish them naps.
Big facts.
Uh,
I took a nap
Woo.
yesterday.
for real.
All right. All right. So I'm guessing it's on me.
Yes, sir. Hey, yo, Big
So
Gerald,
yes, ma'am.
go ahead and ask that question.
All right. Let me say that one. Is there a timeline for moving on from past trauma? Is there a timeline?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely not. You can't
I feel
tell.
like
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like Healing never has a moment because, like Heather stated earlier, sometimes you might never heal from it, but you can kind of get over it a little bit. Um, the healing process is something that takes time. It may take a week, some months, a year, years, but don't rush it. If you're not healed, you're not healed, but don't rush it.
Piggybacking off that, I'm gonna say you can't tell somebody how to mourn or get over their problems. Cause some are stronger than others. Some are, sometimes the trauma or whatever has hit that person excuse me, affected that person in a way that you could probably never imagine. So you can't tell a person how to get over it or when to get over it, I should say. So no, there's no timeline on anything of that aspect.
It's a yes and no answer for me. Um, I would say I agree with you guys said 100%. Um, there's no timeline, but I will also say I wouldn't advise anyone to sit in their sorrows forever.
Mm.
Life is still lifing out there. Um, there's things with your name on it out there. There's blessings with your name on it out there. There's 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 a whole life you have to live. But if you're so worried about not being stuck, being stuck in that place that you're in, you'll miss out on life. You'll miss out what life has to offer you. Again, there's no timeline, and you can't rush the healing process. So that's why I say this is a yes and no for me.
No,
But
I totally get what you're saying. That
um,
makes perfect
No,
sense.
we got it.
Let that man cook. Goddamn it, shit.
I was just telling him I agree with him. Damn.
but I
I'm not
mean,
talking about. I'm not talking
I
about you.
didn't.
I was just talking about.
I just want to kind of just open minds up, especially you guys, because I think it's so easy just to say that no timeline, take as much time as you need,
No,
and and again, you do want to make sure you completely heal before you doing, get into another situation and potentially ruining somebody else or hurting somebody else.
yeah,
Um, but
Hmm.
I just think that once we get healed, or sorry, once we get hurt, we get very timid about moving forward, or we get very um, there's a guard that goes up, and I'm guilty of this. I put my guard up so high that it's a Trump fence all of a sudden at the border. You might not be able to climb it. You maybe be able to go underneath it, but that's here nor there.
the reason, let me
Damn.
explain why I
I'm
say
about to
no.
say,
No
but you
and
know
yes,
me,
and I
bro.
agree with you.
I'm gonna say, you
Is
know me,
because
bro. I go around it, but go ahead.
it's because you can heal from it, but then something might happen years down the line and it triggers it. So that's why I say yes. I agree with you with the yes and no process because you can heal from it, but something might trigger it, and then it kind of gets you in your feelings for a moment. So
For
that's
sure,
a yeah,
we're on the same page.
definitely. Heather, me.
I feel like you guys kind of said it all, but I I agree with. Hold on one second.
Go ahead, Beach is on you.
I'll take the floor.
I forgot they
Um,
got jokes.
Y'all sound good doing.
I would say I would say there is no waiting period. Is I would There's no like timeline for healing. As long as you're open to healing, or at least coming to terms with the situation, then that's all that really matters. And what matters the most is that you have the right people in your life to actually motivate you to get get to that point. Like support and the ability to be open is what really matters. I mean, you don't have to rush it, because if you rush healing, then that ruins the whole evolution process.
Okay.
Are we
Yes,
good over there,
sir.
Heather? Or is it still a little loud? All right.
All right. Go to the comments, bro. I'm typing.
Heather, just click on the comment. We know you can't really say nothing, but just click on it so he know where he needs to read from. She done lost place too. The goddamn dog barking too damn loud. Tell the dog to shut up.
Ronisha said, not at all, especially if you have the things that you have forgotten, for example, as a child.
Okay.
Zakia said, no, your time is your time is your time. Every person heals differently. If you find yourself stuck, seek help. Okay.
Mm.
Danielle said, thank you for inviting me y'all show. But it's my birthday, so I gotta get ready for tomorrow. But to answer the question, there is no there is never a timeline. Some people know how to overcome trauma, but doesn't mean they are healed. Happy
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 birthday to
birthday.
you. Happy birthday to
Happy
you,
birthday,
Danielle.
Danielle, and thank you for coming through and showing love and dropping some gems in the comments.
Definitely come
We
back for
love
another
it.
show.
Please do. Happy
Definitely.
birthday again.
Taria said, nope. Some things never heal from. They just learn how to live with it. You have to learn how to not let it affect your journey. Great points, you guys.
Love that.
Yeah, there's definitely some. Okay.
Heather, you good over there, or you still need more time?
It should be good now.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead
Yeah,
and answer.
give you.
Before we go to the next question.
Honestly, we can go to the next question because it was going to be the same thing. Like
Okay.
people, you have to allow people their own time to heal. Like whether if it's from grief, whether it's from relationship, it doesn't matter what it is. Everybody is different. Some people may heal faster than others, but no one should ever dictate how long it takes for the process. Everyone is different.
Facts.
True.
All right. To the next question. Oh wait, we got one more. Eli.
Wait,
There we go. We're all going to need a virtual hug after this women and men conference at St. Baptist. Here we go. St. Baptist of the Eyes of the Sparrow Church. Messing up my prayer. Hey, Professor, what you cooking?
player.
I ain't cooking nothing. I got a turkey burger.
Player.
Player.
Play.
I got a turkey burger.
Oh.
But
But who knows? Maybe he did mean prayer. But let's go, Professor.
what does this question mean to you? Are you living in your truth? What does that question mean to you? Are you living in your truth?
Are you really happy with who you are? Like I think that's are you okay with your flaws? Are you okay with certain attributes about yourself? Are you really being your authentic self?
There you
No
go.
matter what anyone says, are you being you?
Absolutely. Talk that shit, Heather.
Talk your shit.
She used my wording, but I still love you.
I can't even
How do you follow up from that?
I can't even follow up with that because
I was
that's
saying, are
basically
you piggyback off of, are you your authentic self?
Authentic is a great word.
Um, are you living for you? Are you living to make others happy? Are you putting on a persona?
Mm-hmm.
Are you um are you happy with yourself? Are you just trying to make others happy to make you happy?
I mean, even being materialistic, like, are you overspending trying to keep up with the Washingtons? I'm at the Jones, or the Williams, or the Spencers.
Now Spencer's don't listen. I'm a Fashion Nova queen. That shit is cheap as shit. Okay, I just make it look good.
I don't spend when I need. I don't spend when I can't, bro. Believe that.
But
That's right.
I
I need
think
to keep the lights on at the end of the day.
I hear you. But I think sometimes, not sometimes, some people will again put on that persona and maybe spend money out of their range, just to make things look like a facade. It's good on this day when they come over, but the next day it ain't what it is. So that can
Or
also.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You got it.
Or are you everybody's friend when you on top? You don't want nobody else to see when you hurting. You don't want nobody else to see when you are down or when you are not doing so well.
Are you
I
genuine?
mean,
Are you
yeah,
genuine?
like are you trying to put on that persona like you're always on top? Are you always like that dude or that girl for that matter? So yeah, living in your truth to me is like everybody has said, being your authentic self. Whether this is me, whether I'm take me as I am, good and bad. Take me with my flaws. Take me with the things you love about me, but also take the bad things that I can work on and possibly even change about myself as well.
It also can mean politics, religion, lifestyle.
That's a fact. That's
You
a
know,
fact.
True.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Pooh don't wear makeup 24/7.
Yeah. Basically, it's saying, are you really who you say you are? Basically, like.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I do stay getting my hair and nails done. That is my authentic self, just so y'all know. That ain't no facade. I'm just saying.
all right. Let's
Next comment.
let's go over to the comments, please.
Okay,
I
we
feel
just
like
have.
y'all agree with that last one, but I'm just being for real.
Zakia says, majority of the time, I'm my authentic self, but I do have the tendency to be a people pleaser.
Facts. So do I.
Taria says, personality / career, career wise, yes. In other ways, I'm still growing and still learning things about myself. It took me a while to get here, to be honest, still a lot of work to do. Thank you for
And
being
it's
transparent because a lot
sometimes
of people they want to hear that.
it's an eternal search. So don't look at
Ain't
it as
that
a
the
Look
truth?
at these
bad
big
thing.
ass words.
Like I said, I get off a good one every now and again, but sometimes it's an eternal search. Like I was saying, you are constantly searching for you. Like I say, life, you only have one. You want to live it to the best of your ability and to the best of your know-how and get as much pleasure and peace out of it as you can. So it's an eternal search. So
We caught that, Aaron. We was here.
And I can appreciate everybody being serious on the subject. I know we slid a couple jokes here and there, but everybody in the comments, everybody on the panel, I can appreciate everybody being vulnerable and serious on the topic. Not
that,
serious, but
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah,
I mean,
y'all definitely drop the gems in the comments, though, for real.
Just
I
know
said
that
at the beginning of the show, I don't want it to be a down show, like where
Yeah.
everybody's just constantly flooding. But it's just, I mean, we do want you to open up. We do want you to talk your shit and put it on the table. But we also don't want you to believe that, you know what I mean.
just
So
know that the
yeah,
jokes is not to say that we don't care about your feelings. The jokes is to keep us all in a happy space, in a happy setting as we deal through life's ups and downs and what we talk about.
You might be
yeah.
helping somebody right here tonight, not even knowing it.
Mhm.
So
And not even knowing it.
Exactly.
And that's all we trying to do by doing this show at the end of the day. Because we're not just funny games and talk your shit. So continue.
We want y'all to be in the positive space too.
Well, I think we got time for one more. Um
what's
hmm.
saved?
Okay, that's honestly what I'm looking for right now.
It's still quite a bit we didn't go through, so it's still some
Yeah,
good ones.
it's quite a few. It's quite a few. So let me see. Mm,
Damn it, Jerry, you're supposed to have your questions
I
ready.
mean, yeah. I got. Sorry. All right, here it is. What was your most heartbreaking moment in your life, and you can actually say you've completed the heal from it? What was the most
Oh,
heartbreaking moment in your life, and you can actually say that you have completely healed from it?
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm completely healed from it, but I've grown from it, and that's losing someone that I was dating. And so to say that I'm completely healed, I'm at a point of understanding, and I think that's where me and Heather share our bond from, because that also was her best friend. Um, but we're at an understanding, and
Mm.
I'm healed from it to a point where I'm okay with it,
Hmm.
and things happen for a reason.
Piggybacking off that, also losing someone near and dear to my heart, my grandmother. Um, some of y'all may know this story, but some of y'all don't. But basically, I was at work when I got the call that my grandmother had passed away. And so I left work like any person would, and to get to my grandmother's place of residence and to see her cold, dead body on the floor, still there, lifeless, and to know that I'm not going to be able to talk to this woman and she's not going to be able to help me heal and grow as she once did was one of the most heartbreaking moments I've ever had in my life. Um, to say I'm completely healed from it, I'm not gonna say that because there's times I think about it because I'm not gonna say I'm doing extremely well, but I'm doing well for someone my age, and I think in my heart of hearts she would be proud of me. But for her not to be able to see me prosper, but I know she's seeing it from up above, does my heart justice at the end of the day. And I love the fact that I know that she has a personal hand and in the blessings that I am receiving because she knew who I was as a man, as a person, and she continued to bless me from up above.
Hmm. And I'll just yeah, I'll guess I'll piggyback off of that one. That that heartbreaking moment came in 2020 when I lost my dad,
Mm.
and and everyone on this screen knows what I went through with that one. Like my heart was completely shattered, and and how I found out was his best friend called me to let me know that he passed, and I at that point I really didn't know how to handle that, and I just started like calling everybody, like my mom, my sister, and my sister came over and checked up on me. And when she when she got there, because I was watching over my dad's place when I got the call, and when she got there, I just folded. Like I and it's I would say it sucks. It sucked to where like I'm not gonna be able to have that normal weekend routine, like going over there, spending time with my dad and everything. But I will say over time, I've made peace with that because I know he's either walking beside me, or I could just look up at the sky and say and be at peace knowing that he's watching me from a more comfortable place, that he's not suffering anymore. And so to say I'm healed from it, I would say to a certain degree, but I've made peace with that fact that I can have that spiritual conversation with him at any moment.
Um, I'll go ahead and go next. Um, just piggybacking off of what the professor said earlier, we do share that bond in regards to my best friend passing away. Um, I would say it's that, and also my father passing away. They literally passed away from some of the same complications. And the reasons that it was hard for me to deal with it is for two different reasons. One, my best friend, it was almost like he was just completely taken from us so quickly, and I think those are the hardest deaths to deal with because it's like you literally was talking to the person the day before, and then the next day they're gone. So even though in this his situation it was a longer process, but in essence you can say that just because of what the what the ending result was. Um, it was hard to get at least over it for the first 2 years because there's a lot that you wanted to say. There's a lot that you wish that you could have done differently to, even possibly stop the situation or whatever the case may be. So you hold a lot of guilt for that. A lot of us did. And the only thing that keeps me now okay with that situation and at least going about my day and not crying is who he was as a person. And everybody on this panel knows exactly who my best friend was. He was always a lovable, charismatic, always wanted to make you laugh person
My stalker.
and stalker. So knowing that and still carrying that energy of him is what keeps a lot of us going, with knowing that he's no longer here, but knowing that his energy is still on this earth. It don't matter what you do, it's always going to be there. There's always going to be whoever it is that you've lost. They're always going to be with you, no matter what. No matter their spirits are stubborn as hell. They're not going nowhere. So,
Facts.
and with my dad, it's more so because our relationship ended before he even passed away. So it was the thoughts of not being able to say things that you wanted to say, not being able to have that opportunity to talk about things that had happened in the past, the abandonments, all of that. It's the thought of losing that any opportunity that you had, you'll never have it again. And I've learned after it's been this year will make 20 years since he passed away, um, that it's okay. You can move on. You don't have to hold on to that. It doesn't define you, and you will be okay. So I know that was long winded as fuck, but
You good?
Talk your shit and
You,
speak
you,
your
you,
speak your truth.
and speak it.
I'm gonna go a different direction, and I'm not gonna speak of a death of a loved one, but I will say that I'll keep it vague because I want to respect these people's privacy. But I hurt two wonderful women in my life, and although two great blessings came from it, I gotta sit here and take accountability for the actions that I took in my life, and I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I still made those actions, and it took some growth and some growing up to do. Um, I will say that I have apologized to both of those women, but even today, I can say that there's still not 100% healing between all three parties, with myself included, and I really want to take a step, take myself out the equation, and just say that uh, those two women they deserve better than what I offered at that time. And it was about I was selfish. I didn't do what a man was supposed to do. I would, I definitely, I definitely messed up, and I know they don't watch the show, but on record, both you women are amazing women. I am 1,000% sorry for mistakes I have made. But at the end of the day, I know I wasn't right, and and I want to say I'm sorry, and I'll leave it at that. For those who know, and and I'll leave it there.
That was deep.
Comments.
Let's go to the
Oh,
comments.
Yeah.
And forewarning, these comments are a little deep as well. I kind of skimmed over them.
yeah.
Yeah, the trigger warning essay is
It might
pretty
be a
bad.
little triggering to some people, but everybody's speaking their truth.
That's all we can ask for.
So,
Alrighty. So Taria says, losing my main guy, my dad, I haven't completely healed, but I am learning to live without him being physically present. I know he's around me though. Okay. Um, Letitia is in the building. How are you doing?
hi,
Welcome.
hello. How you doing?
We're gonna say SA
Um,
on it. We're not gonna say the M word. Just say SA, please.
I was essayed as a child from a family member, and it took me years to get to a point where I can now function in a positive space. It helped me grow and pushed me to seek and earn my master's degree in psychology so that I may help others. I still have my moments where I cry about it, but I have grown and helping others helps me move on with life.
I love you for that.
Yes. Wanisha says essay as a child and therapy. It wasn't until my 40s that I can dress comfortably without covering or second guessing what is told to me. She said I used to compartmentalize things. Taria also says, I resonate with this so much. It took me a while to feel comfortable dressing the way I wanted to dress after being essayed as a child. Letitia says, same here. Hugs, ladies. Wanisha says, losing my dad and my brother a week apart, and I'm sorry, not completely healed, but I know that they are no longer hurting. Sorry, you guys. It's kind of hard for me to read right now.
It's okay.
Letitia says, thank you. David says, lost my pops in '05. Ain't been the same since. Lost my mother in '91 at 4 years old. And today is her birthday, but I am strong. Being around true friends and family helps me a lot.
Happy heavenly birthday to your mother.
Happy
That's a
birthday.
fact. That's a fact.
Jesus.
Um, with that being said, y'all, we have come to the end of Let Me Heal on Talk Your Shit. This has been nowhere near entertaining. It has been eye opening for me. It has been borderline crazy to see how much some of the viewers have gone through. With that being said, I'm gonna go to Heather B. Can you please your final thoughts? Thank you.
I want to first of all let you guys know this is a very, very, very special show to us. We actually have had this plan for a very, very long time. So thank you so much for tuning in, being vulnerable, sharing your thoughts, and really showing where you are in your healing journeys. Um, just the normal. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on all our social medias, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagrams, all under the same name. My final thoughts are No matter where you are in your healing journey right now, you're doing great. You're doing good. You may have setbacks. You may have times where you feel like it's plateauing. It's not. It's just getting you prepared for the next portion in your healing journey. Take time with yourself and be soft with yourself. Don't be so hard. Everything is going to be okay. No matter what you may be going through in the present, the future always looks brighter. And those are my final thoughts.
Meech.
Well, I will say for everyone that came and shared their deep their deep inner thoughts, we we all here thank you for just being open enough to be open with us and sharing your experience and your trauma and where you're at with healing. And as far as my final thoughts, you you can don't be afraid to experience trauma. Don't be afraid to heal, because once you heal from it, you will find layers of strength that you never thought you had. So continue to heal and to continue to be strong as your normal perception. And I'll leave it at that.
Double A.
I don't, I don't got a lot of words tonight. After hearing what I heard, but I will say, on a lighthearted note, I do want to shout out all my Pisces. Danielle earlier in the chat. I do want to shout out David. I do want to shout out my two brothers right here on the screen, with one having a birthday last week or earlier this week, and one that's having a birthday tomorrow. I do want to say, you know, I know we ain't got the same mother and father, but blood can make us no closer. And I appreciate both y'all.
That's
So
fucking fact, bro.
happy birthday to both
For
you
real,
guys.
man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Bro.
we appreciate it, bro.
We
For real.
appreciate that. Real talk. I just turned 38, y'all. So just so whoever don't know, I just turned 38. So yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, with that being said, again, like Heather said, make sure you follow us on all platforms. A lot of times, if you feel like you have no one to turn to, you don't have, good people in your life. It can all start here at UTR, and I'm not trying to make this like a church call or nothing, but I think sometimes we don't have people to talk to, or sometimes we don't want to let certain things off our chest in front of certain people. And to know that, seeing some of the people who I have connected with right here in this chat saying some of the things they said tonight, it really broke my heart, because I never knew some of the struggles, some of the things that they have went through or going through, or even with you guys on this panel tonight. We can talk almost every day, every other day, whatever the case may be. Just knowing what you guys face in your day to day, sometimes it's heavy. And I don't know the. Forgive me if I say this saying wrong, but just remember this, because we're all kings and queens in our own lives. But heavy is he who wears a crown, or heavy is she who wears a crown. And remember, you a king and you a queen, and sometimes that crown might be crooked. Just remember to adjust your own crown sometimes, because you are a king and you are a queen, and you're nothing less than that. So great show, you guys. I know this has been a tough one, but definitely, if no one loves you, UTR does. And we'll see you on the next one.
Hit us if you ever need to speak. If you find us separately, if you find us together, it doesn't matter. We are here at the end of the day.
For sure.
Professor, you want to go or you need me to go?
I can go. Just know it's okay with not being okay. A lot of times when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, just know there's always somebody there for you. I'm one of them. Know that there's somebody out there that loves you. I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Live life, love and laugh, and remember, time goes changes tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So at 2 o'clock, it will go to 3. It's springing forward, not backwards, y'all. Adjust y'all clocks, and I love y'all.
Um, as I said earlier, tonight has been very eye opening for me. And like I said, I want to give a special shout out to everyone that came and shared and put their thoughts and feelings out there on the table,
Facts.
and were able to be vulnerable with the rest of this panel on this on tonight. My final thoughts are call call your loved ones, because you never know what they're going through. You never know what the pain someone is feeling. You never know the pain that someone is holding on to. You never know what a person has felt in their lives at the end of the day that they haven't healed from. Even if it's something as small as, yo, bro, yo, sis, you all right? You okay? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Just be there. Try to be there for as much as you can for the people that you love. Because, like I said earlier, you don't know when their last times on earth is going to be here. You don't know when the last time you're going to be able to speak to that person. And you don't want to leave your feelings, your vulnerability, or anything on the table with that person. I talk to these four just about every day. I made sure they all right. They make sure I'm all right. And it fucking hurts to see you people in the comments go through the shit that y'all been through. When we see y'all in the streets, we laugh, we joke, and all that other stuff.
Facts.
But to know that y'all have been through these traumatic situations breaks my fucking heart at the end of the day. And yeah, I'm the fucking joker of the group. I joke, I laugh, I try to make light of situations, but to hear and to read what you people have gone through and what you viewers have gone through, it fucking brings my tears to my eyes. But I want to say, just be able to heal properly, talk to someone. If you have to talk to us, please do. Do not hesitate. You see who we are. We have let it all out here on the table. And we're telling you that we're human. So please let us know if you are going through anything to where we don't want you to make a mistake or anything to that nature. So please let us know. And with that being said, we have come to the end of
Um,
UTR Talk Your Shit. Go
Let's
ahead.
get these last couple of comments out right quick.
yeah, just wanted to read a couple of these before we go. Um, David says, "Thanks, guys. Much love."
You're welcome, love.
Teresa says, "Thank you all for creating a safe space to be vulnerable." Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for being
much.
vulnerable with us. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you for growing with us.
Letitia sent us love. Venetia also sent us love as well. Eli says, "I appreciate y'all transparency, honesty, and vulnerability that you allow us to experience with y'all, and all of the extremely amazing advice tonight y'all gave. Y'all are amazing. And sending Toy Story hugs y'all way, lol. This show is the mustard seed that is needed and appreciated. So much love for y'all. Get some rest. Damn, I miss my grandparents."
So do I, bro. So do I.
Same here.
Um, Zakia, she says, thank y'all for talking y'all shit. This was definitely a healing show. Keep up the good work. And Letitia gave us love and applause.
We
And with
appreciate
that
you,
being
love.
said, With that being said, y'all, we have come to the end of Talk Your Shit. Are you healed? It doesn't matter. But let us know if you're not. Come talk to us. We here. And with that being said, take care of yourselves and each other. We love y'all to death.
Bye, y'all.